Okay, not what the channel usually covers, but just wanted to show you the concepts that I use, and that is really support resistance lines, channels, and Fibonacci. So if we take a look at Bitcoin, so obviously in the early days it's hard to get a feel for what a chart feels like, but the first example is, so it's made its high here up at 62,000 in late 21, fell back down, came up to resistance and struggled there. So you always want to see if it does go up and it pulls back, you want to see it stay above that previous resistance line. So okay, so it came back down and had a few goes, started forming a downtrend line, and usually on the fourth go it makes it. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4. Then she breaks through right off the old resistance line and then pops up to the top of this channel that started, which is formed from this bottom to this high, and coincidentally ran into the 1.618 Fibonacci level. So what that is, that's from this bottom to this high here, add another 61.8%. That's a key Fibonacci level. So there's a few warnings there. We're above the horizontal channel there, and we're at the Fibonacci level. We made so we made a double top because it couldn't get through that high, and she's come back down. And something that doesn't usually happen with shares, but it does with currency markets, is this here is a fair value gap. What that means is that the big boys, because you and me can't do this, but they bought a whole bunch of Bitcoin back down here. That's why it gapped up so much and left a gap between that low and that high, the high on that bar just there. And they always want to get, so they've still got some outstanding orders to buy on Bitcoin. So you can see, funnily enough, it came back down in just in the bottom, and they nibbled again, and you can see it shot back up. And they throw out stories like, some big fund manager just sold $100 million worth of Bitcoin during this month to try and scare mum and dad or you and me to get out, to help them get it back down to this price, because they still got probably some outstanding orders to buy. And we haven't hit the bottom of this channel yet. So I wouldn't say it's bullish in the short term, but in the long term, you got to go into it. So that once it does find a bottom, then the next target would be the next fib level, which is 2 times the move of that previous range, and a nice round number of 120,000. Oh, that's the other thing I forgot, is round numbers play into the scheme of things. So again, 100,000 was a natural target level. So you had the trend lines, the Fibonacci, and the round numbers. So I'd probably say another round number, 80,000. Well, that's where she jumped in. So there's probably sort of chopping and churning going on, but next target at 120,000. All right, if you agree or disagree, please send a comment, but subscribe and hit that like button to help us along. All right, thank you. See ya.